The royal family's annual sovereign grant report has been released. This is the funding to support the royals in their official duties and to maintain the royal residences, including Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle. The grant is paid by the British government from public funds, in exchange for the surrender of revenue generated by the Crown Estate, that is, the lands and holdings belonging to King Charles. The total grant for 2022-23 was £86.3 million, equating to £1.29 per person in the UK. This sum has remained the same since 2021. However, rising inflation since then means income from the grant has fallen by £12 million in real terms. Here are 5 key takeaways from the latest royal finances. Number 1. Overspend. The King has had to dip into £21 million worth of reserves to cover the cost of the royal family's expenditure, as spending last year reached £107.5 million, a 5% increase on the year before. Just over half of the total was spent on property maintenance. Palace officials attributed the extra outlay to the cost of the Platinum Jubilee, Queen Elizabeth II's funeral, King Charles's accession, rising inflation, and the 10-year project to renovate Buckingham Palace. Number 2. Bills. The last year has seen many people try to reduce their gas and electricity consumption in the face of rising energy costs, and the royal family are no different. Thermostats in the royal palaces were turned down to 19 degrees Celsius during the winter, with empty rooms kept at just 16 degrees. This has resulted in a 19% decrease in natural gas and heating emissions as the royal household works towards achieving net zero. Number 3. Travel. The royals' business travel emissions were down 43% from the year before. However, questions have been raised about the number of charter flights taken within the UK. In October, a charter flight to take the King from Aberdeen to London cost more than £25,000. Just over £1 million were spent on 179 private helicopter journeys. The royal family are increasingly looking to sustainable aviation fuel. In 2021, the then Prince Charles and Duchess of Cornwall travelled to Jordan on a flight with 100% synthetic fuel. And just last month, the King opened a new laboratory for net zero aviation at Cambridge University. Number 4. Staff diversity. Buckingham Palace has made no progress hiring a greater proportion of minority ethnic staff in the last year, falling just short of their 10% target. Meanwhile, the Prince and Princess of Wales's household has 16.3% of staff from a minority ethnic background, up from 13.6% last year. In the UK, around 18% of the population are black, Asian, mixed or from another minority group. Figures on ethnic minority staff were published for the first time in 2021, after the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's accusations of racism against the royal family. Which takes us on to number 5, Harry and Meghan. Buckingham Palace has confirmed that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have left Frogmore Cottage. They were asked to remove their remaining possessions from their UK home near Windsor Castle earlier this year. The cottage was a gift to the couple from Harry's grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, and royal accounts from 2019 showed Harry and Meghan paid £2.4 million on refurbishing the house. It has been reported that Prince Andrew has been offered Frogmore Cottage, although the palace has refused to comment.